Namaste and welcome. My name is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming everyone to my channel with all my love and all my heart. If you're visiting my channel for the first time, welcome. And to all my beautiful existing subscribers, thank you so much for your continued love and support. So today, I was guided to bring forth a message for those who connect with the vibration of starseeds. You know at a core deep level that you're a starseed. You've come here to Earth to help anchor in your light at this time in the most need of humanity, where we are moving away from the energy of destruction, anger, hate, and moving towards and awakening towards harmony, awakening towards peace, awakening towards love, higher vibrations. You have lived not just on Earth, you've lived in other civilizations, and you have grown and learned, and perhaps some of you come from a very specific star cluster. I like to call it like your community. Some resonate with the vibration of Sirius, Arcturians, Pleiades. There's so many more. So you've gained a lot of wisdom living with that star cluster. And you have lived not just on Earth, but on other planes. You have higher vibrational frequency encoded in you, in your DNA. You have the ability to bring forth that light. And you chose to dive into Earth, into this third dimensional reality where we would forget who we are at the core, where we would forget what our soul purpose is, our soul mission is, where we would forget who we are. And yet we feel this pull, yet we feel this, we don't belong, yet we feel like there's something more, I don't fit in, why is this not happening, why is there so much destruction, why is there so much anger, why am I driven towards that? These questions arise in you. It's part of the great plan. This is part of the great adventure. You signed up for Starseeds. As exciting as it sounds as an adventure, but once you are here in this third dimensional reality where we are all under this veil of illusion, it is a challenge. For you chose to incarnate here, encoded with these energies, encoded with these light codes, encoded with this knowledge, encoded with this technology, yet you knew you're not going to remember. That it would be up to you to delve deep into your cellular memory and remember who you are. Awaken those gifts. Awaken that knowledge. Awaken that remembrance. Awaken that remembrance. And here we are on this path of awakening and remembrance. I'm bringing forth a reading for you, my beautiful starseeds, to look at this point in your life. Whenever you see this message, your soul pulled you, you called you towards this. What is it that your soul is wishing for you to know at this time? And where is your soul guiding you to take the next step? Let's first have a look at where is your soul guiding you towards. What does your soul want you to know? First question for the starseeds. What is it that you want the starseeds to know? What do you want the starseeds to know? What do you want the star seeds to know? We got an extra message here. What do you want the star seeds to know? And this one also wanted to come. Thank you. Message from home. Message from home. Message from where you've come here, why you've come here, on your journey, on your spiritual awakening, on your purpose, on what is happening in this third dimension where you are working on remembering who you are. The first message is they recognize and understand that you're longing for home. You're looking for a place to belong. You're feeling out of place here. You're feeling like homesick. You want to have this connection back again to your home because Earth's vibration does not feel right for you. Earth's vibration feels jarring. It's very different than your core vibration. And at the core, with this energy, this lighter vibration that you hold, this energy of destruction, of anger, of hate, of resentment, and of lower vibration is quite overwhelming. And they understand and they see that you are longing to come back home. You're longing to go back. So some of you are saying, I'm tired of my journey. I don't know what my purpose is. I've been trying really hard. I don't know when things are going to take place. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. And I hear and I know that I'm supposed to be, I am a starseed. I'm supposed to be a starseed. I am supposed to be this, but I don't know. So I'm sensing doubts. I'm sensing confusion. I'm sensing loneliness. I'm sensing loss. I'm sensing a loss of hope. And your star systems want you to know, they understand that this was part of what you signed up for. This is what you had signed up for, star seeds, before coming, that you're going to make your journey back home, inner journey. They want you to know, they understand the sense of loss. Perhaps you had hoped for a relationship. You had hoped for a love partnership to manifest the way you had hoped to experience on the earthly realm. You had put your time, you had put your energy, you had put your emotions in that job, in the place. You tried to bring love in, yet it was not recognized. They're wanting you to know that there are things that are beautiful around you. There are beautiful emotional energies around you that are of love, that are of light. You are spending a lot of time focusing on the past, on what has not materialized or what was lost. Part of your lesson is to detach from the past and come back into the present moment. To look at that today, in this moment in time, you have this ability to retouch upon that love that exists, to believe in the world of miracles, to believe that all is possible. You have done this before. Expect the wondrous to emerge with this Aladdin lamp, wishing upon the star when you're feeling homesick, you're feeling like, I don't know where to begin, I don't know how to let go of that. You're being guided towards wishing, making a wish, wishing for the highest, wishing for the best, knowing that your manifestations will come to life. You are a star seed. You're encoded with these higher vibrational energies. You're encoded with places. You've lived in places where you've had instant manifestations. You've had a thought and it has manifested. Before the thought could even be uttered out, it was manifested. But we are on grosser planes. We are on denser planes. It takes time, relative time, to materialize your thoughts. It takes time to materialize your dreams, your hopes. And part of the lesson for all human beings, starseeds, you chose to be part, to live like other human beings. Yet, you chose and took on this added burden or added responsibility or added adventure that, yes, I will go on earth living just like I do not remember my divinity. I do not remember who I am, and I will dive deep in through those moments of darkness, through those moments of heartache, through those moments of loss, and rediscover and open and activate my light codes. I will do it. I choose this. I choose this mission. Your soul tribe, starseeds from higher dimensions want you to know, to expect the wondrous to emerge. Expect a miracle. They want you to know a miracle is unfolding. Do not lose that motivation. Find that momentum. Find that motivation. Delve deep into your solar plexus. Delve deep into the here and now. And one more time, remember to reconnect with your own internal power. Begin to remember your power. Begin to remember your power. You are empowered as the sage of crystals, as this queen of earth, as this queen of pentacles, male or female. You are here. You already are crowned. You have the knowledge, you have the strength, you have the capacity, you have the intuition, you have an inner knowingness to find the deepest of truth, to find and show the world the way, to influence others with your light. You are here to anchor this pure, clear light of your divinity. You're being asked and guided here at this time to think about your words. We got the throat chakra activation here. To think about how you're expressing. To enter this temple of truth for authentic expression, for your own truth, okay? To open up that gateway, begin to place your fingertips on either side of your collarbone. Breathe towards your throat center. Let's do it 3 times. Now, visualize a doorway that is opening or a portal that is forming, allowing the energy within to flow freely. Visualizing a portal forming, a gateway that's opening. When you are brought to this space, you are being reminded of the importance of your identity and your self-expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you've been, and who you are becoming is so important for the unfoldment of your path. Acknowledging who you are, who you've been, and who you're becoming. There's an old story that the truth hurts. This gateway is reminding you that in fact the truth heals. Your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor it with every facet of your being. This isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but it may be the first in which you have had full freedom of expression. This gateway is coming to you today, is a message. There is something buried deep inside you that you haven't expressed. There is something that is buried deep inside you that you haven't expressed. And this is causing energetic blockages on your ever unfolding path. It is time to love yourself enough to honor the feelings, to honor all the feelings that are rising up within you without judgment of this being right or wrong, incorrect, releasing criticisms and judgment, honoring the feelings that are rising up within you. For they are divine guidance that will bring you into greater alignment. There is an attunement and a greater attunement of your throat chakra that is taking place in your life right now. What I am picking up in this reading is that there are a lot of external things in your reality that you have distracted yourself from. The external illusions of perhaps of making money, of having a certain income, of having a certain lifestyle, of having a certain status, of looking a certain way, of being a certain thing, or having that kind of a home environment the way everybody pushes it out to be. But you're the starseed. I feel these external barriers have created almost as if a lattice for you to not be able to find your truth, to not be able to connect to your deepest truth. And what I'm feeling right now, starseeds, is that the more these distractions are coming in, know that you are in this place of having a breakthrough. You're going to break through. There's nothing external that can keep you locked in your situation, that can keep you locked in to a certain vibration, that can keep you locked into a certain mindset, that can keep you locked in a certain reality. You're coming closer and closer to breaking free from the veil. So everything is now shifting, everything is jarring. Things are jarring at a big way right now. That's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up as if things are rumbling because you're almost ready to break free. Is a message that I'm feeling over here. The final message on what your soul is wanting you to know right now, coming in from the depths of you, is a stellar gateway activation. And I want to read from here. It says here, infinite potential and manifestation vortex. Okay, so manifestation vortex, I'm already picking up, is taking place for you through throat chakra activations. Some of you are meant to be speakers. Some of you are meant to lead others through a cause. Okay, stand up for others who cannot stand up for themselves. Okay, some of you are going to do this through podcasting. Some of you are going to write a book. Some of you are going to have an online presence. You're starting a YouTube channel. You're starting different social media. Some of you are going to be standing out in the field of technology and science, that you are at the precipice of coming out with a new technology, okay, spiritual technology, gateway to emotional technology, a gateway to creating something beyond, because your soul has something that's deep hidden, okay, it has deep wisdom. But for you to reach that depth, you're going to need to overcome, meaning you're going to need to face these sadness, these feelings, these fears of not being good enough, of being incompetent, of not being worthy, of being abandoned, of the old storylines. I'm feeling this rumbling. I'm feeling this break free from the old storyline. You're almost at the precipice of breaking free from that storyline. And the stellar gateway, I want to talk about it from here and have a look at this energy here, okay? And it says here, the stellar gateway is the highest of our chakras and is found about 12 to 14 feet above our heads. It is the energetic gateway that connects us with the divine matrix. It governs our connection to the spiritual laws of creation and the quantum field. And it holds our entire life's potential, as it holds all the intentions that we set before incarnation and all the intentions we have set during it that support the ever unfolding path of our earthly experience. Energetically, this portal is beyond time and space. It is not anchored in time. It is beyond that. On an energetic level, we're in that quantum field. And when we connect with it, we come into alignment with all aspects of our soul's journey, including when we were part of the cosmos, including the time when we were all part of the cosmos. Before rebirth, we were one. We were in that one cosmos, and we came through this divine matrix as this individual creation to take birth on earth, to express this unique part of the cosmos, unique part through our personality, through the gifts, through our mind, through our emotional intelligence. Okay? This card is transporting us to a stargate that has a giant pyramid within it. Above the stargate, there are three-dimensional images of thought. The former priest king of Atlantis, who is one of the ancient masters holding the secrets of the universe. This image is a reminder of our potential and our ancient and starry connections. The pyramid is a symbol. I have 4 pyramids here. The pyramid is a symbol of rising power and how our soul has existed through lifetimes. The stargate is a projection of our own stellar gateway. This card, therefore, is a reminder that all things are possible, and that with the right alignment, we can draw the powers of heaven down to earth in order to create heaven upon earth. This is a reminder that all things are possible, and with the right alignment, you can draw down the powers of heaven down to earth in order to create heaven upon earth. Breathe deeply. Imagine that your breath is taking you up and out to connect with the infinite potential held within the stars. And affirm, I connect with heaven and earth to create heaven and earth. I connect with heaven and earth to create heaven on earth. I connect with heaven and earth to create heaven on earth. I connect with heaven and earth to create heaven on earth. Your message that your soul is reminding you, your star systems are reminding you that you are a master of manifestation. Every one of your thoughts and actions or non-actions and the choices is affecting the unfoldment of your path. Realize that you have great potential and power within you, and through your focused awareness, you can draw on the heavenly support to create the life of your wildest dream. Know that all the energies you connect with are carried up to your stellar gateway, and if they are aligned with the intentions that your soul had before this incarnation, opportunities will come your way. So, before I read the next part, there's a message that's coming forth. 2 messages. As soon as I started the Starseed reading, there were so many planes. I've never had this many planes and helicopters go over my backyard. And that's a big message. Okay, you are definitely at the precipice of manifesting something big. You are definitely at the precipice of almost coming into complete alignment. And the moment you come into this complete alignment, I see you drawing in that power, recognizing your own power source and holding in. Once you hold on to this alignment, once you hold on to this personal power, nothing, no distractions, no external entities, no sounds, no distractions is going to stop you from achieving your goals, from achieving your greatest potential. You are manifesting something very big in your life, Starseeds. And the moment your intentions are aligned with the highest intentions, and I'm picking that up right now with so much energy that is coming in above this dome of my home, above this energetic dome that I'm picking up. There's a lot of energy, okay? So I'm picking up that if your intentions have only been less than, and I'm speaking my truth here, if your intentions have been less than, they've only been for self-serving, you're not in alignment. That was not in alignment with your soul's path. That was not in alignment with your soul's destiny. Therefore, things were not manifesting. Now, you have to remember, your manifestations will come to full power. Once you are aligned, your intention is aligned to the stellar gateway. You're opening up that portal. You're opening up your soul's destiny. You're opening up the soul's blueprint for this incarnation at this time. And that's when opportunities are going to come to you. All this becomes inconsequential about the money, the love, and all. It will become inconsequential because your path is something else. Your path is something else. That's what I am energetically picking up. Okay. It's important for you to consider connecting with your cosmic origins at this time and also tracking down the intentions of your soul. For if you can bring your wishes in this life together with your pre-life intentions, you can live a life that is aligned with the highest of heavens. Wow. Wow. Thank you. I need a break from channeling. Thank you. The next part of the reading I was looking at, oh gosh, what was I looking at? What was the second question I was going to ask? Yes, the second question is going to be, what is the action that your soul is guiding you to take? Based on what your soul wants you to know, what is the guided actions, almost as if, what are the guided steps that you can take to bring forth this alignment? What is the next step on their journey? What is the next step on their journey? What is the next guided step on their journey? What is the next step on their journey? I'll take one more here. What is the next step on their journey? What is the next step? I'm feeling this one. What is the next step? I'll take one more here. What is the next step on their journey? This one. Okay. The next guided steps that your soul is guiding you gently towards to open up, to get you connected to your divine life purpose and divine path. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze inward. Higher self, turn your gaze inward. And it's saying here, all paths lead to home. Where you're feeling like I'm homesick, I'm longing for my home. You've been looking outward. You've been looking outside, whether it is through that connection with another person, or it is that soulmate, or you're looking for that loving expression outside, that's what's going to feed you, that's what you're seeking. Or if I have that status, if I have that job, if I look a certain way, if I have all these material things, then this is what's going to this is what I need, this is what will make me happy, this is what's going to fulfill me. But here it comes the part where your soul is guiding you towards, okay? This longingness, this feeling of being disconnected is as part of the journey, and how they're guiding you as the next step is to recognize that wherever you are, and I love this picture where they're showing all these stones. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me see. Let me make it. See this? All paths lead to home. Beautiful stones. There's these cyclical circular patterns, right? Whatever path you're choosing, whatever path is unfolding for you, it is bringing you closer. It is bringing you home. It is bringing you back to the inner self. Because all of these experiences that you're having right now are quote unquote forcing you, encouraging you, nudging you, however you may want to see that, is to turn inward, to turn to look inward, to turn to find the answer inward, to tap into what your higher self is saying, to listen to what you are being guided to look for that love within, to find that power within, to find that voice within, to find that expression within, to find that resource within. It all lies within. So that's where the next step is. That's where your soul's guiding you towards. And when you turn your gaze inward, you are guided towards your emotional energy. You're guided towards the seen and the unseen. You're guided towards feeling things, sensing things, picking up and having inner knowings, having a deeper and deeper communion with the higher self, both the light and the dark. You're coming from the big cosmos, you're coming from the one. So your higher self, your communion with the higher self is increasing. That's where your soul is guiding. And from this deck, we got the I am presence, accessing the divine within. All of these are talking about gazing within, going within, to find that answer, to find that love, to find that communion. So one of the messages that's coming forth is perhaps it is time for you to regularize a meditation practice if you do not have one already. I highly, highly recommend one, whatever it is that you're guided towards. There are multiple ways, multiple paths towards finding that stillness within, to find that, see the one that suits you, see the one that you resonate with, because each one of us has different light codes and we are drawn to different aspects on what resonate for us. So choose the one that is there, but I highly recommend that I would say that begin this practice, begin this part of connecting with your inner self, creating a sacred space. And in that sacred space, take that time to go inward, to think about your life journey, to think about where you've been, to look at and acknowledge where you've been. What is the learning that has come? Because through that connection, through the acknowledgement, you're acknowledging the aspects, different aspects of you. And as you acknowledge the different aspects of you, there is a higher vibration. You're reaching a higher vibration. There is a light activation, the I am presence. I am the soul. I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. I'm not the thoughts. I am the soul. And the more you meditate with these words, with these energy, that you are the soul. You're not your mind. You're not the emotions. The emotions are a gateway to help you understand. Your mind is a wonderful tool that you were given in this lifetime to use at your will, to create and manifest what you wish. So with focused attention, you can bring forth a reality, a higher dimensional reality. And that can only be accessed through higher self. So grounded action is to start to have some I am affirmations, but that will only be helpful once you come to a place of honoring your emotions, healing your emotional body, healing of your mental body, coming and connecting with the cosmos. When you connect with the energy of the cosmos, the healing begins. Then you are receptive. You're connected to the divine matrix of creation. When you're connected to the divine matrix of creation, now when you choose and drop the seeds of I am powerful, I am a magnet for all creations, whatever you want to create, right? So you can start to flow and start to implant those new seeds, okay, into your consciousness. You're drawing in from your star systems, and I'll come to that as grounded action, because you are drawing in your divine blueprint. blueprint. You are drawing in from that divine matrix your blueprint of why you've come here. Okay, grounded action is that. You're at this place of an impasse. Okay, you're being given, to me, an impasse over here is showing that there are two paths available to you at this time. I'm seeing a lot of twos. This is two, this is two, this is 5 of chalices with the 2 cups standing. I can't even see the 3 cups fallen. So you've got this choice of 2 chalices, these 2 chalices of love, understanding that you offer to another. Okay, now another as in a reflection into the world. It could be a person, it could be the job, it could be a community, but there is an alignment that I feel is taking place for you. Okay, aligned partnership. Now, as a grounded action, you may be confused about which step to take, where to go. It's saying here it is time for you to remember who you are, remember your manifesting abilities, and perhaps it is time to shift and redirect and get more purer intentions. Okay, so come to a place without judgment that I did not have such clear and pure intentions earlier, where I was really wanting some things for myself, and I can definitely speak that for myself. Whether it is the path of service that I've chosen through this channel, through other things, many times I would find myself and saying, you know what, I'm not making that much money over here. Why should I do this? Why should I do this? That part rises within me, okay, as a human. Okay, then there is this part where my soul is directing me towards. There is a shift in intention that needs to be had, Archana. There's a shift in intention. You're looking for outward manifestation to fulfill you. You've done well, Archana. You've done good. You've faced a lot. And you're ready for more. You're ready for more. And that's something that I can share with you personally, because I was reflecting on this part as a lot of emotions were coming up, and I have no idea why. I have been wanting to cry so much, and I would cry at night. I would cry when I'm listening to something. It was hard. It was very, very hard. And I would meditate. I would draw into listening into energy of Krishna, energy of Christ, whatever it is, whether it's through mantra, through meditation, walks in the garden, by the water, taking sea salt baths, whatever that is that needs. But I had to address the emotion. I had to address how I was feeling unworthy. I was feeling unloved. I was feeling abandoned. I was feeling rejected by the universe. I was feeling as if I don't want to do this work anymore. I don't want to do this. Why should I do this? Are you taking care of me? God, are you taking care of me? Are you out there? My star assistants, who's there? How much more am I supposed to give? So all those was coming up again. And I was wondering why it's coming up again. Why is it coming up again? I've done so much healing. I've been on this for so long. Perhaps there were some other aspects that were coming to my consciousness that I need to redirect some aspects of my energy. I need to redefine some of the intentions that I have set. And I must expect the miracles. I must expect the wondrous to emerge. I must not focus on the past. I don't know if you are anything like me in that way, but I do in the past have had, it's very hard for me to detach. It's very hard for me to detach from people, places, things that I love, or the goals and dreams that I have. And that is part of the challenge. That's part of the lesson that creates a blockage in me, that creates something where I feel is a blockage within me. So I've been given this opportunity right now. You've been given this opportunity right now to think about your intentions for yourself, to think about what is it that you're wishing to experience. Are they coming from a pure place? And honor if they were not coming from that place. Honor the place if you were coming from a place of being needy, or you were coming from a place of being greedy, or if you were coming from a place of without it being like, this word does not jive with me. I cannot be that. I am not egoistic. I am not materialistic. So rather than judging, understand that we're going and acknowledging all aspects of the journey, acknowledging all aspects of the growth in the soul, acknowledging that you're growing and evolving as a soul, that you're expanding in consciousness. Okay. Another grounded action which is coming in with Sage of Crystals, we got the 8 of Flames, which is the 8 of Wands. Very, very directed action, soulful action. And again, to me, this always feels like all flames turning inwards, all the desires, everything coming inward, all the action coming in inward. Okay, everything searching inward. Okay, so I almost feel as if like you're being guided to take all your resources and go inward and look at. So start to evaluate like, okay, I have everything here. This is the amalgamation of this life. This is the work area. This is relationships. This is romance. This is spiritual growth. This is material possessions, etc., right? Here you have. Now, from this beautiful cauldron with this circular pattern of all this energy that you're holding, what are some of the repeating patterns? Okay, what has that repeating pattern led to? Is that a repeating pattern that you can let go of now? Your choice. You can set an intention and so it shall be. You can set an intention and so it shall be. You are a magic manifestor. It's already been established. Now, what was the learning you had at that workplace? What was the learning you had in that challenge? What was the learning you had in that trauma? What was the learning that you had? What did you gain from here? So what are these beautiful golden things on your black belt? Okay, it's a black belt. I'm picking a black belt. Yeah, this has definitely been a black belt situation here, definitely in your life right now. So you've had to master and go through. I remember my kids went to Taekwondo and they're like 3rd degree black belts. And I remember every time I would take them to classes and it would be just so exciting when they were going through the period of discipline and the master, grandmaster, was guiding them, right? Okay, dedication, persistence, and continuation, perseverance through hard work. They moved from belt to belt to belt to belt. And the hardest lessons came in when they were moving in towards the black belt. There was a lot of time. It was years and years and years of dedication. It was years and years and years of continuous practice, of so-called failures. Every time you would fall down, you're not able to learn a certain, a certain form, or you're not getting the form correct, or you're not getting the sparring correct. Whatever the situation was, the alignment or your mental and your body is not aligned. So there was a lot of growth that took place. To me, this feels like all these things that have taken place, think of it as, my gosh, you're going to get the black belt and you're going to get the stripes. I just remember that feeling and it just came in front of me when my children were taking the black belt test and how happy I was, how happy all the parents were. So think of your star family being so happy. That's what I'm picking up. That your soul tribe, your guides, the soul family, your star family is so happy. They're watching you go through this black belt process. Some of you are at orange, some of you are at green, some of you are progressing on to red, some of you are coming closer to being a black belt. Okay, now you have the mastery. The black belt to me represented mastery. Okay, mastery. So take a approach, find your accomplishments, see the growth. Okay, honestly. And I didn't see it. I have to be honest with you. I didn't see it. I was going on and on and on about it, but this one already says it. And it says, honestly assess. Okay. And I feel what's going to happen is the moment you begin to assess how far you've come, you're going to realign. And I'm feeling this with the Archer energy. It says here, find your motivation. Okay, that's what your soul wants you to know. That the moment you honestly assess how far your journey has been, I feel this feels like a Sagittarius energy, the Archer, spiritual fire coming up again. An Archer is someone who, you're going to practice and then you're going to go get that, I don't want to say bullseye, but that's what I'm feeling like, bullseye. Okay, bullseye coming there, but you're going to go, it's going to go off. Sometimes it's just going to be completely off that whole mark and you're wondering, what are you doing with practice? So I feel some of you, there are certain skills that you have, you're going to need to continue to polish those skills. And I feel like that's what the thing is. So if you need to take some courses in polishing whatever the skill is, whether it's at your work, it's something that you do. I'm feeling like polishing of the skills. Take it how it resonates for you. It could be actually enrolling in a skill, in a course or something, or understanding that you are growing with all these quote unquote fall downs and breaking of the bones and things just not manifesting, that you are growing stronger and stronger and fine tuning just like that diamond so that the diamond can shine through. Okay, be honest about your assessment. Okay, because the moment you are honest about your assessment, you're opening that opening the gateway to the portal. You're going to assess, like, was I coming from a place of ego? Was that coming from a place of ego where I was, I'm like, I'm projecting as this wonderful, perfect image of I got everything together, but inside I feel this. Or you really are that strong and you're projecting an image that you're timid. So either ways, get to an honest assessment. There'll be some areas you'll notice that you're really good at. You've thrived, but you haven't given yourself credit because it's left field. You're just like, everybody can do it. Like, I mean, that's no big deal. It is a big deal. It is your signature. It is your core. Okay. Remember, this is black belt. This is the black belt test that's going on. All right. You're being prepared for that highest mastery in this life for you. Okay. We talked about the I am presence. This I want to kind of read from, and that will be our closing message. Ooh, long reading. I thought it'd be 15 minutes. It's 45 minutes already. Okay, I won't complain. Arcturian light codes, 49. So you receive the final message on the next stage or the next step or the guided step is Arcturian light codes, evolutionary downloads, recalling power and future thinking. Let me show you. Let me darken this. You see this? How beautiful, right? Let's have a look. Arcturus is a giant red star that is among the brightest stars seen from the northern hemisphere. It's about 25 times larger than the sun and can be found just beyond the Big Dipper. Many believe that there are light beings living on this blue planet. Blue, lots of blue here. Blue, and I have so many crystals and I was only drawn to lapis lazuli today to put on all the decks, which is all blue. Okay. Many believe that there are light beings living on this blue planet orbiting Arcturus who are in the fifth or even a higher dimension. Some think that they could be a prototype of what is possible on the planet Earth. They are described as blue beings. Okay, blue beings. You may resonate with that vibration. You may be drawn a lot to the color blue. Okay. For when they appear to those who can see them clairvoyantly, perhaps some of you, your clairvoyant abilities are going to go up. Some of your clear abilities are going to go up. Or it's going to open. That may be something that's hidden. Okay? Because when you begin to see yourself, that's when you're honest and you begin to see yourself and dive deeper and deeper, you'll open that clairvoyant ability of yours. That's for some of you. I'm picking up very strongly that you're going to be clairvoyants. Where was I? Yes. So you see them clairvoyantly. They're often blue-skinned or emanating blue light in their auric field. The Arcturian race are here to help those on Earth who feel called to facilitate healing and to move beyond the draconian and patriarchal ways of being. They guide us to realize that we have a great opportunity to evolve beyond these limited states. Okay? And if we don't, we'll be stuck on the karmic wheel for thousands of years before we get our next opportunity. If you're feeling called to the Arcturians, which is what we drew here, it's an indication that a past or a future incarnation on the Arcturian planet, that you have Arcturian guides that are working with you. What a beautiful message is coming here. You can evolve into a greater state of being now. This begins with how you approach even the most mundane of tasks in your own little universe. Show up in ways that you've never showed up before. Instead of checking out of this planet, it's time to check in. Let's check in to Earth. Hello, I'm here. Check into this planet. It's time to check in. Instead of feeling that life is happening to me, you want to check out. This is the first message that came out, that you want to check out of this planet. And it's saying instead of checking out, check in. Let's check in. Realize that you have a huge part to play. Recall your power. Realize that you're part of the evolution of humanity, and it's time to become the leader you were born to be. It does not matter if you're leading yourself or a larger group. The key is to create more loving ways of doing things, whatever that is, wherever you are. Honor the ideas or thoughts that you've been having about recently. If you've been hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickering lights, and sensing that you're being visited by beings in your sleep, know that you're receiving downloads from heaven. Arcturians are with you. And the message here is, well, actually over here, I want to say this. Connect. If you want to connect with the Arcturians, you can say here, imagine yourself enveloped in a golden, orange, and blue light. Great blue beings of the Arcturian race, thank you for downloading into my frequency forward-thinking energies that will support my evolution. With this final plane going across my orb here of energy fields, I'm seeing the time here, 5151, 51 minutes, 51 seconds right now. It's time for that change in frequency. It's time for you to tap into your true power. Bring that forth, star seeds. It's not time to check out. It's time to check in. So that's what I have for you. Many blessings. Many blessings for you. May your path be illumined. May you live your divine destiny. It is my heart's desire that all of you are blessed with this divine blueprint to lead the way forward for all humanity. I thank you all for being here. I thank you, angels, for making me a clear channel today, for bringing forth the messages that the collective most needs to hear and know. May these messages be for the highest good and highest good for all and harm to none. May they manifest according to their divine plan and divine destiny. In full faith. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste, and I'll talk to you soon.